because the front, as much as I was promised, the front is going to be tough. And here we go.
Whack-a-mole here?
That's exactly right. Bam! Hey everyone, welcome back to Epicenter Garage. Today's all about the 930 Turbo and getting this stinking thing done because my good friend Bob, thank you Bob for coming down, Euroasian Bob, to come down because we've set a deadline. I'm not going to mention what that deadline is because it's coming up way too fast.
What do you mean you're going to mention it? Okay, right there, right. He's copping out. See, he's already looking for a way out, Brian. I'm sorry, I'm jumping in. We're driving our 930s on January 1st.
The problem is that I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'll throw myself on the bus because we've taken like 2 steps forward and like 3 steps back. I have anyway because we got the transmission bolted up, as you guys may have remembered several episodes ago, but then I needed to make a few little changes and put in better bolts and stuff. Anyway, that being said, got all the parts in. Of course, there's always one other part you need, one other part you need. Now I'm making excuses. And getting really close to getting this thing bolted up in here, and Bob came down, nice enough to come down to help me, and he looked under the bottom of the car, and what did you say?
You can't put this engine in that dirty bay. We cleaned the transmission.
I know. And the next thing I know, what does he do? He brings down his power washer, shows up at my door with his power washer, and asks me if I have a long hose. And so we have his power washer here now and a long hose, and it's nice outside, so he came down and we spent, I don't want to say how long we spent on this thing, but we got 1/4 of the bottom of this car done, this back half, and we scrubbed and it.
Look at the before and after and see if I was right or not.
He was right. He finally convinced me. I was like, okay, you're right. We can't put this engine back in there with the bottom of the car being dirty because, you know, this car has 30-something thousand miles from 1986, and I've never washed the bottom of this car. And it is pretty dirty, and so we're going through that. And then one thing led to another. We had to take the exhaust off in order to get the plugs in the bottom. Once the exhaust was off, I was like, man, I can't put this exhaust back on. You know, and then of course he shows up in his running 930 Turbo, and it has B&B exhaust on it, and anyway, so that made me a little bit jealous. So now I ordered in Fab Speed exhaust, so that's on its way. Fab Speed's going to be sending that to me, so we're going to bolt that onto the engine, but we have plenty to do today. You guys are going to join us as we scrub the bottom of this car.
Finish the other side.
And you did have to rub salt in my wounds by driving yours down here, beautiful white with a red interior, which we'll hopefully get a chance to show them. And what am I doing talking? You're the expert.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go.
Do it. All right. I'll start moving this stuff out of the way. Man, these are nice.
They're
these
pretty
beat
nice.
the Walmart 100 pack.
I know, right? I know.
I feel like I'm going scuba diving. All right, let's see what you got.
What I like to use to clean underneath the cars, basically, not necessarily a particular brand, but I like to use a wheel and tire cleaner that's clear coat safe.
Yep.
It's clear coat safe. It's telling you that it isn't going to remove paint. Now, and then here's another example. This says aluminum wheel cleaner. So this is for raw finishes. So this is going to have a higher acid level content. Okay. The aluminum control arms, you could kind of like spot spray on it, you know, and kind of use that. But you got to be really careful with this because it's just more aggressive. And these are still not going to be super aggressive. And then when you get into like this, that's going to be like maximum, you know, aggression.
Like do not get on.
Yeah, you're going to want to kind of control that. And but we probably will still use this. We might even just, you know,
in certain areas.
Yeah, on that control arm and stuff, we might try some of that. But you just got to be more mindful of that because that's definitely a higher percentage of acid. Yeah, we're trying to take the bulk off of this arm first. Actually, no, this is the first one I've done. I'm practicing on your 930. It's just a beater, right? We'll do your whole collection.
Please no.
No, my gosh, but what I'm saying is you'll be amazed. Like this is as bad as it gets. We're starting. We are starting. Normally, you take that purple stuff and a brush and you brush and maybe once or twice and it's clean. It's done. Yeah. It's done. Like this car though is a complete different animal.
Man, I mean, On the oil line there, yeah, I got all that. I'm also probably taking about 30 pounds off of this car.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting wet.
Hold on.
Oh, man.
Doesn't look too bad for first pass.
Oh, better than last time.
Yeah,
Shoot, man.
Yeah, and keep scrubbing down
Yeah.
there and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
But and then you can kind of.
We got to get in here. So I'll start getting in here. And
Yeah, I'm gonna stay off the painted surfaces. I'll let you.
Okay, I'll get in on this.
I'll let you work on that.
I got a new brake.
And I don't want to use metal on the paint.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
all right, I'm going to keep working on the arm, and then keep working. And let's just keep working this this wheel assembly.
Okay.
Because that's where once we get that done, the rest of it's a lot easier.
Yep. So you guys might have remembered I had on my axles, I had a CV boot go bad, and it split, and of course it just on this side, and it just shot grease all over in here, and it had been that way for a while. And like a dummy, I didn't really notice it. I should have done normal maintenance and put this up on the lift, but I didn't even notice it. Anyway, so then all the grime and everything just get plastered, especially on this side, so you can see how dirty this is. But this car did have undercoating put on it a long, long time ago. And so some of this black is undercoating up in here and on the other side. But yeah, it's pretty grimy. No doubt I've got some other cars in there that are probably this dirty. I mean, the tops look good, but the bottoms, I don't know. They all run really well. I'm into maintenance and doing maintenance and making sure everything runs great. But
the nice thing about doing this too is just when you go to do the maintenance on your car and stuff, everything's so clean.
Yeah, that's true. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
The back's the worst though.
Oh yeah.
The back's the worst.
Because everything forward. You'll spray it, you'll brush it,
off.
and it'll spray right off.
You just don't have that oil like you do in the back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Back here, you've got a vacuum, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so all of your exhaust literally is just swirling in your whole engine bay, and all that oil vapor in your exhaust is just sticking to everything.
Yep. The whole idea behind Epicenter's Garage is to show you guys what it takes to keep a multi-car collection kind of up and going, especially in a small town where you have to rely on friends, because it is a very small town here, so you kind of have to do things yourself, which I would do anyway, no matter what, but it takes a lot of work. And I try to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the fun stuff as well. This is the ugly of what it takes to keep cars like this running on the road, because most of my cars that I have, oh man, they take a lot of work. Some things are, better than others or easier than others. And I always go between new cars and old cars, because sometimes you get into doing stuff like this and man, you get kind of burned out. You're like, oh my gosh, sometimes you just want to go buy a new car, and not have to eventually deal with this type of stuff. But then again, this is part of the fun of owning cars, right?
Yeah, and we wouldn't be sitting here arguing with each other if we didn't have this car.
Exactly. Well, there you go. Yeah. So it is part of the fun, but I know it's sometimes not the most riveting stuff. But it's stuff that has to be done, and that's what you do.
So we kind of did our final clean on our wheel wells here, and so it's just basically down to the original undercoating and paint. Pretty much majority of the grease is gone, but we've kind of, it looks pretty much factory.
5 hours of my life I'm never going to get back.
Yeah, you will behind the wheel.
Basically where we're at now is we've got the bottom, the passenger side all clean. We've got the swing arms clean, all the wheel wells clean, and now we're working. Aren't you always supposed to start from the top down, Bob?
Well, that's normal people.
Okay, well, we're trying something new here. We're starting from the bottom and going up. So now we're doing the inside of the engine bay. We've sprayed it down, and now we're scrubbing it down with some cleaner, and then we'll do one final spray, but this stuff's coming off. It's not nearly caked like the bottom of the car. So, and then we're gonna hit the front. So it's coming along really nice. Honestly, I'm really pumped about getting this thing. It's really turning out nice. Well, today has been a learning experience for me. A little bit of excitement and a sense of accomplishment, but also a tad bit of depression because even though we've made progress on the car and we got the bottom side of the car, the back half anyway, completely clean. Seriously, it looks brand new. It looks even better off camera than it does, I'm sure, on camera. We got the entire top section of the car completely clean. And we started on the front section. Then depression started to sink in a little bit because the front, as much as I was promised, the front is going to be tough. And here we go.
Whack-a-mole here?
That's exactly right. Bam! Anyway, a lot went on that you guys didn't see, that just a lot of scrubbing and screwdriver work, and that was a lot. Man, I've never done anything like that. Have you ever done it?
Oh, yeah, I've done lots of this. I mean, to me, it's like the satisfaction when you're getting there and you're just working and working and working, you know, and then you see the end product and end result.
Yeah.
You know, this is new territory for you, so you're adjusting, I think.
Well, I know that when you brought industrial gloves today, literally, I do not have gloves like this. I knew it was going to be serious, and
I didn't mean to crush your spirit and run you into the ground.
Oh no,
I'm older than you. Come on.
You would think I wouldn't feel any pressure to get this done because this car's been sitting on here for I don't even want to admit how long. But we've got the Ferrari Stradale over there, you know, and that whole project. And I do have all the parts for that because it needs to go in this spot right here. So.
Well, you said if you didn't have it running by January 1st that you were just going to give it to me, so.
Well, we'll do a swap.
One
running is
wait a
930
minute,
for one that's not. I'll let you roll this out of here. We'll do a trade.
How did that didn't work. That didn't work out, come out right.
You guys.
Good night,
really,
folks.
I'm dead serious. No, anyway, I don't know where he went. But you guys, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you guys again real soon. Please come back. We really appreciate it. Well, today has been, sorry. Well,
I can't take it anymore.
Okay.
I'm just laughing.
Hold on, you're going to get me laughing. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Well, today has been... Hold on, come on.
You stopped, you did it.
Okay. Hold on. You sound like my mom. Good gosh, when I was like 8.
Always gonna, what is the saying? There's never time to do it right, but always time to do it twice?
I don't even know what that means. Who cares?
Well,
but
on that note, you know, never mind. Are we going to do the whole thing over? Or
yes,
are we just going to?
Yeah, we're going to do
We
it.
are? Because I don't even know what I said.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No,
I like that.
I'll actually,
It
you try to
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.